So, hello everyone. We are going to be continuing our Mittelafrika campaign. Just going to double check that is in fact the game. It is. And I was trying to remind myself precisely where we stood in terms of this game. So it is currently 1939. The war in Europe I don't think has started yet, but we're definitely in the run-up to it. And we've had our little scuffle with Portugal. We did not get nearly as much out of Portugal as we had kind of hoped, and that is my usual UI crash. Fantastic. Need to start the launcher again, so bear with me. We took Angola, but not the other bit, or do we take the other bit but not Angola? I forget which is which, off of Portugal, so basically half of what we had effectively won. But it means that we have a more contiguous border, so I think that's going to be fine. We have been lend-leasing weapons and munitions like crazy around the world. Our own armies are not as big as they could be because of that, although we do have a lot of manpower, so we could definitely get a lot more troops in the field if we needed to. We've been rather active with the volunteers as well. We've been sending volunteers around the world where we can, which means our commanders are pretty well skilled. So we're looking on a more international stage currently, doing what we can where we can. But like I said, the main conflict is yet to happen. And hello everyone. Hello. Alex, Zuo, Red Centaur, Hades, Shulail, Florian, Macho, Katie, hello. Oh god. Clappy music, why Mordred, why? It's Miracle of Sound. Kalinicus coming in with a 18-month tier 3 resubscription. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Kalinicus. Hope you're doing well. Very much appreciate it. Thank you. Two Sicilies isn't looking too good. Yeah, that's true. I think Rome still stands and Sicily still stands, and that's it. In fact, does Rome even still stand? I think it does. Right, let's try that again, shall we? And as soon as we are out of this main menu area, then I'll turn the sound on again, because I never know if the main menu music in Kaiserreich is copyright or not. The last couple of times it has been. They have a different track this time around, which sounds like drums in the background or something like that. I couldn't hear it too clearly. But also, I feel like it's probably copyright. Okay, so the game has started. We should be safe to go. Boop. Yeah. Yeah, German East Asia is almost dead. They're not completely dead yet. They're still fighting, but they are not looking too good because Fentien just hasn't been able to push against Qing, unfortunately. Then, who was the other one you said? German East Asia is not dead, but they did lose Vietnam, which was a blow. Princely Federation did survive against Baratia. Right, that was right at the end of the last session. But the peace deal, Dominion of India just took it all. Even though Princely Federation had done a large chunk of the fighting there. It's just one of the weirdnesses of the peace deals in this game that they didn't get anything. Rome is indeed still under attack, but holding. Two Sicilies are holding in the south, but I don't think they'll hold for very long. Kingdom of Spain snatched defeat from the jaws of victory and lost, but it does look like the Carlists are snatching victory from the jaws of defeat and are pushing them back. Commonwealth of Africa absolutely annihilated the USA, even though they were significantly smaller and there was no AUS to try to resist them. We did not take Angola, but we did take Zambezia from Portugal. So our own territories are now rather more succinct, and we still have this little corridor through there that we can move troops through. We have been building up our economy pretty aggressively. We've gone from like 1 civilian factory to 21. We do have a couple of military factories, mostly producing guns, although we are doing a little bit of motorized and light tanks. We're not doing any aircraft. Do my units have anti-air? They don't. That's something we probably do want to consider adding. And we should be researching anti-air stuff anyway, because our light tanks use cannon, autocannon, which is an AA gun. Second World Krieg's not happening yet. Hasn't started. It's going to be soon, seeing as it's March 1939, but has not yet started. Right, let's see if this tea is ready. It is. Excellent. Need to update my streamer submod that replaces the intro music with the vanilla music. Yeah. And Kakakojo wanted me to drink some tea. I'm going to make this water, because that tea is still going to be absolutely piping hot. I needed a drink, though. Okay, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and unpause and see what happens. No, I'm not. I'm going to just double check to see where my armies are. So you're currently fighting over here. As long as we maintain the 3 provinces, I think we'll be alright. Now, as long as we maintain this province, we'll be alright, because we have somewhere to retreat to, and we don't just get stack wiped if we lose a battle. And then down here, we're doing what we can to hold on to Hangzhou. I mean, it's always possible that we can come back into this if Fentien does something sneaky, or if Japan joins the war. But I feel like it's unlikely. I mean, Germany's helping out here as well. Doubling all of their troops in just one province, which doesn't seem very useful, and has lost another province. Huzzah! But we are getting a lot of experience at the very least. Especially up here, where you are ready for a promotion, apparently. Although I believe that we are waiting for you to get Organizer so you can get Logistics Wizard, because Oscar von Plosen is the only Field Marshal we have. Caligard coming in with a 9-month primary subscription. Thank you very much for that, Caligard. Thanks for all the great entertainment. You're more than welcome. And Shanmanang, thank you very much for the follow. Tajidi, thank you also for the follow. Welcome to the channel. That unit's not looking too hot. We are still definitely being attacked down here, so hopefully getting some decent experience. I would think so, seeing as they're level 5 veterans already. Certainly looks like it. You know what I should do? I should have lines drawn out. You're probably not going to be able to use them, but at least we have them. And let's reduce your line. Wait, what just happened? Don't defend that. Just defend that. There you go. Defend Roman Anzio. Fuel refining finished. So it is currently 39, so we should be working on these. Let's get the concentrated industry going. Seeing as that's going to be nice and quick, we're also about to get the upgraded guns. There they are. And we're in 39. How are we doing with the artillery? We are researching the upgraded anti-air. So I think we should start producing some of those. Let's get that set up, shall we? That would be in here. We need you to upgrade to the new guns. We need to do that. And then we need to say anti-air. I think I'm just going to put 1 factory on this. That should be enough. And we do have a pretty big shortage of steel. So let's go ahead and turn that around. Like this. Don't really care if the trains don't have steel. That much. Okay, good. So as long as we maintain the ports there, we should be able to continue getting troops in and out. Meanwhile, it does look like CNTFAI is on the verge of being knocked out. We're going to get a couple new divisions soon. That's going to be great. Got our motorized, we've got our militia, and we got our infantry. And we definitely want to add AA to the infantry divisions at the very least. How are we doing down here? I need to keep an eye on this, because I want to make sure that we maintain, if we can, the borders. I mean, if we could take Nanjing back and then hold this river area, that would be great. But I don't think we will unless Fentien does something spectacular, and right now it doesn't look like they are. Really need Japan to join that war against Qing. Kampala to Khartoum railways are about to finish. Excellent. That was down here. We could get oil in Nigeria, which sounds pretty good. Research bonus for industry. Now, do I want that? It is currently 39. We could use that to grab construction 4. Which I think is a pretty nice idea. And we We're kind of hoping to become market liberal, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Although I don't know when that government could have switched. Did Ethiopia save the railway? They did, yes. So our railways are completed. We could also deal with the British, which loses us the liberal support, but I kind of want to keep that. We could also get the Belgian stuff going, which I'm pretty happy with. Yeah, let's do this. By granting the Belgian conglomerate autonomy and security rights over remote stretches of Congo, we can ensure a more disciplined workforce. And these units are pretty much ready for deployment, so let's go ahead and do that. Deploy. And then have you join that force, and then have that force drill themselves up to competence. And we keep an eye over here. So this is the fight that I'm really invested in. I really, really want these guys to win. Am I still sending you Lend-Lease? Do I want to start doing that again? Because it looks like you are fairly steady right now. What if I send you like 30% monthly production? Let's try that. Because if we can keep you in the fight, we might be able to save you. How much am I currently sending away in Lend-Leases? Only to them. Do you have any ships? Here's another question. They have the 10 that they need. It's not like I could produce any more of my own, because I have no dockyards. Absolutely zero. I have a navy, just no dockyards. Who does South Africa align with? Anyone. They usually have a civil war, which we definitely want to get involved in. But as yet has not happened. And there it is, the fall of Barcelona. Reports from Barcelona confirm that the Red Spanish city has been captured by advancing Carlist troops after pitched fights across the Sierra de Costarola mountain range. Red Spanish forces put up stiff resistance, hoping to delay the Carlist forces for as long as possible, but they were eventually beaten back. And there it is, Carlist Spain wins the civil war. The faction that were almost wiped out by a triumphant Kingdom of Spain outlasted the Kingdom of Spain, turned around, and snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. That's got to be one of the biggest comebacks, because they were on the verge of being split in half by the Kingdom of Spain. But the Kingdom of Spain just did a terrible job of garrisoning, and then they just died. It was terrible. It was horrible. Advanced machine tools. Done. So next up we can get the fuel refining, which I think is what I want to do, because we do use fuel, because of our motorized division. So we want to get that Nigerian oil if we can. For the past few decades, the Austro-Hungarian Empire has decentralized authority from Vienna and Budapest, most predominantly with the creation of Illyria in 1927. Now, the process has taken another great leap forward with the creation of the United States of Greater Austria. The monarchy has been restructured in its internal structures to be more representative, while institutionally bringing its lands closer together. With the replacement of a decentralized squabbling empire with a unified state, the balance of power in Europe has shifted against all the enemies of the status quo of the Habsburgs. However, it is still a split Austria, but I have a feeling that puts them on the path of being able to unify them. I don't know. It's been a long time since I actually played as Austria. Waiting for their minions to get focus trees. Then I'll probably play as one of those minions. Meanwhile, how's the battle over here? So they're starting to attack my province. They have pushed in from the north. That is unfortunate. Because we have definitely proven that we can't ever push them back. The USGA is the Federation of Equals that will eventually reunite. It takes about a year from there. Gotcha. I'm wondering if I want to garrison Hangzhou itself. There's the AA upgrade, which will increase the potency of my tanks. I don't have any support companies in place yet. I don't have any special forces or anything in place yet. Could go ahead and get decimetric radar, which will also unlock better radios, because we do use light tanks. And that's another province pushed in. Alright, I think I need to go and defend Hangzhou itself. So that is what we are going to do. Because because I don't trust them to hold on to it themselves. Seeing as they keep on moving out the one cavalry guy. And the cavalry are usually very, very poor units, because they tend to be very small. At least the Germans have spread themselves out a bit. Although, as soon as Germany gets into the... In fact, as soon as I get into this war, it's over. Because I'm a German minion. Oh, and Muji is now surrounded. Fantastic, Fentien, do more. Do something. Because it definitely looks like it's going to be a triumphant Qing. Oh, Princely Federation and the Dominion of India are currently fighting. I would like to see Princely Fed excel. They can join Co-Pro. Can they join Reichspakt? I'm sure I've seen them join Reichspakt. But if they just join Co-Pro, then I'm not as bothered. Allied in Germany, yes they can. Russia, Japan, Germany or independence. Kaiser Hind, father of the Federation, new Federation. So it can be any of the three. It doesn't matter which path they take. They can join Germany. So yes, I think I am going to go ahead and support you with a Lend-Lease of 20% of my guns. They have no convoys. I'm going to send you 5 convoys so you can at least get that Lend-Lease coming in. And then I'm also going to send you some troops. As soon as I can see how many I can send you. I can send you 1 token division. Alright, it's going to be that guy, because you have no experience. Send volunteers. That guy. Send. There are air battles going on, but I don't think they're me. Yeah, my aircraft's currently in Sicily. Ernst Junger, one of the accomplished generals, is also a successful author. Today, his newest book came out in the homeland, Auf den Marmorklippen in the Marble Cliffs. It is a novel full of sometimes obscure symbolism, magic and hidden workings of life itself. Set in a fantasy world, the rich art-loving civilization of Marina is living in peace next to the martial nomads of the steppes. 2 brothers are the protagonists of the story who tried to stop the Oberforster, the chief ranger, from slowly overtaking the beautiful town of Marina. More and more nomads are listening to the Oberforster, who acts jovial at first, but soon proves to be a cold, power-hungry murderer. The people of Marina are stopping to listen to their poets, their values and their spirit decay. When the 2 brothers find a cabin in the woods where the Oberforster's henchmen murder their victims, they try to rise up against the villain, but to no avail. Only their magic allows them to escape. They have to set fire to the house on the cliffs of marble, and their life's work watching the city of Marina burn on the horizon, returning to a state of fatalism. The book has gained mixed reviews. While some praise it for its elaborate aesthetics and insight into the way the world works, some readers are more interested in the political implications of the Marmorklippen, are wondering if it's supposed to be Ernst Junger's commentary on the harsh reality of Middle-African politics. Junger himself didn't comment on it, but his brother Friedrich George, a poet, said it's a shoe that fits various feet. The death of High Chief Waruhuyu. In a shocking turn of events, unknown gunmen shot and killed Senior Chief Wahuru Wakungu this afternoon in broad daylight. Wahuru was our Shina collaborative official amongst the Kyukyu. Our security forces have noting the rise of religious oath-based violence amongst the Kyukyu. Supposedly, they conduct magic rituals under the cover of darkness and swear oaths to kill white settlers. By killing Senior Chief Wayu, who had a bodyguard and who was held in high esteem by our administration, they've demonstrated there's almost nobody in the Kenyan highlands they can't kill right now. Lose stability. I thought I dealt with the stability stuff. Because it's just dropped below 30. Was 30 one of the nation can fragment things? Or is that passed? We're currently sending in the army, so it should be rising. It's back up to 30 now. Massive unrest in Australasian Confederation has culminated in the Second Melbourne Uprising by syndicalists, mirroring the first such uprising that occurred in 1924, and which was crushed by both the government and the paramilitary forces. The unpopular Australasian Guard-led government ordered Australasian soldiers to open fire on the protesters, leading to a bloodbath which left hundreds dead. How long? Does this mean Australasia's going communist? Maybe. That is a mixed government, blimey. Social conservative, market liberals, social democrats, syndicalists, national populists, paternal autocrats. What the hell is going on there, Australasian Federation? Blimey. Oh, apparently Hangzhou lost. No, I think it's when Guangxi lost. We just didn't have enough. Bugger. I tried really fricking hard. But that one I've got to blame on Vientiane. They just didn't do anything. And now Qing's coming for you. Japan, you got to act. Japan did act. They took out the Philippines. That's not what I meant. Princely Fed unit has arrived. Okay, then I think what I'm going to try and do is position you here and see if I can take... Go straight across. This. Just try and secure Bombay. I was checking mods for Democracy 4 and found a... Huzzah! Syndicalist Britain mod and went, wow, that's kind of cool. Nice. Belgian Resource Company is done. Integrate the Belgian officers. More social liberalism. We fought against them in the Welsh Creek, but now the people of Belgium are our allies. Many of their officers have experience with commanding troops in Africa. We can use them. Paternal autocrats are now just 15% of this country. Can we please flip? Please! Belgian influence. Oh, damn it! All of my volunteers are coming home. It's just a complete failure right now. The Association des Colons du Congo, which represents the Belgian and French investors within our territories, has gained influence over our government, which means more and more of our industry is in their hands. However, this enhances our ability to exploit the full natural wealth of Africa. So we lose factory output, however we gain efficiency. And then Socialist Italy goes to war with the Republic. With the Federation. Republicans. Absolute rubbish. So have we won any of our voluntary fights? We lost in America. We lost in Germany, East Asia. We lost in Vietnam. No. Yeah, I don't think our track record's amazing. I mean, Germany, East Asia survived until the conflict with Qing, which itself was a success. I was going to go mass assault, wasn't I? Because I know I've been holding off getting the officer corps spirits until I got the Doctrine. Definitely wasn't superior firepower this time around. We could do mobile warfare, but I don't think we'll have enough tanks to do that. So this is between Grand Battle Plan and Mass Assault, and I think it was going to be Mass Assault. We were just going to get loads of troops. Let's do it. Mass Assault. Not a doctrine I use massively often. Okay, and that is also going to now unlock the Queen of the Battle. Infantry leader trait experience gain plus 20%. New officers 50% chance to begin with infantry officer. Okay, that's pretty nice. I think that's probably the one I'll take. Just need 20 experience now from my one division. Who needs a commander and a field marshal? Well, at least you get cream of the crop here. We're sending you the A-team. Which is Hipper or Younger? Probably Hipple. Ball installing. Thank you very much for the 28-month resubscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there. Goering's not in charge anymore, though. Alright, so, what are we doing? We are... don't need field hospitals. We might well need logistics, though. July 39. You know what, let's get... ships. We are going to be responsible for guarding German shipping around Africa. It's a fair amount of territory. Or we could go slightly ahead of time to try and get the improved computing machine. Or we could do more of these excavation techs. Let's do the excavation, because we are very resource rich. How long till you arrive? 17 days. Okay. We'll wait. The Spanish Civil War is over. The Spanish Civil War is finally over, and it seems the Carlists have emerged triumphant. Much of the countryside lies in ruins, and order has not been completely restored. But today, huge crowds... gathered in Burgos to greet the new king. How much anti-air is it going to require to add AA to all of these? Oh, and it's going to require experience, of course it is, but 280 total. Noted! Oh, justification of war, common of France. So maybe our troops are arriving home just in time for the main event. Although at that point I really don't know what my objective here is going to be. Oh, those are Entente forces, I think. Yeah, Dominion of India, because we're technically fighting them. Right then, 2 more days. 1 more day. And go. We're attacking southwards. That's not where I told you to attack, but hey, at this point anything's experience, and you don't have engineer yet. So fine, I'll allow it. The new Kaiserreich bad omen, the arrival of Mittelafrika volunteers. Really hope they'll add the military advisors from the No Step Back update at some point. You barely get experience in Kaiserreich right now. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's No Step Back was such a huge update that it's going to take them time to adapt all of the systems. Concentrated industry. Done. Then I think I'm also going to grab excavation 3. Just so that we can continue to be the resource-rich area. And we are selling a lot of stuff. Actually. Remarkable amount of stuff. Go us. We're free trade? We are free trade. See? Market frickin' liberal! Could support the Ottomans in the war against Egypt. True. But I have a feeling that as soon as this focus is done, because their focuses are roughly the same time as mine, we're going to be at war. And I'm a puppet, so I will be in that war. Which also means that this guy is going to be sent home, which is why I don't really mind that he's just throwing himself over this river. Am I going to support the Northern Italians? I had not intended to. Because they're not Reichsbacked, they're Austrian.